Most people think getting rich is about how much money you make. They spend their lives chasing higher salaries, bigger bonuses, and fancier job titles, believing that the extra zeros in their bank account will finally bring them freedom. But here's the hard truth that your school, your parents, and your boss will never tell you. Working for money is the single biggest trap you will ever fall into. There is a reason why the rich get richer while the middle class struggles to pay off debt, and it has nothing to do with luck or a college degree. It has everything to do with a single dangerous belief that has been programmed into your brain since you were a child. Think about it. From the moment we are old enough to understand, we are fed the same script. Go to school, get good grades, and find a safe job. We are told that this is the path to security. But what if that path is actually a slow-moving treadmill that keeps you exhausted and exactly where you are? The book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki shatters this illusion by introducing us to two very different father figures. One father, the poor dad, is highly educated and smart, yet he constantly struggles financially. His philosophy is, I can't afford this. The other father, the rich dad, is a high school dropout who becomes one of the wealthiest men in the city. His philosophy is, how can I afford this? That one shift in mindset is the difference between a life of working for money and a life where money works for you. The core of the problem is that we are taught to work for money, but we are never taught to harness the power of assets. Most people live in a never-ending cycle, what Kiyosaki calls the rat race. They get a paycheck, and immediately that money flows out to pay expenses, the mortgage, the car payment, the credit cards, the taxes. So, to cover the growing expenses, they need a bigger paycheck. They get a promotion or a second job, but the moment they earn more, their expenses inflate to match it. They buy a bigger house or a nicer car, and the cycle starts all over again. They are trapped in a cage built by their own lifestyle, running faster and faster, but never escaping. They confuse their house, which constantly drains money through maintenance and mortgage payments, as their biggest asset, when in reality, it is often their biggest liability. To break free, you must understand the difference between an asset and a liability with brutal honesty. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. It is that simple. The rich focus their energy on acquiring asset stocks, bonds, rental properties that cash flow, intellectual property things that generate income while they sleep. The poor and the middle class, on the other hand, focus on acquiring liabilities that they think are assets. They pour their energy into buying things that depreciate and demand constant feeding. The wealthy build a massive column of assets, and the passive income from that column easily covers their lavish expenses. They aren't gambling on a salary. They are building a money-making machine that works independently of their time. This is the moment where you have to decide. Are you going to stay on the hamster wheel, trading your precious hours for a paycheck that disappears the moment you stop working? Or are you going to start investing your time in financial education? You don't need $1 million to start. You need to start with your mind. Kiyosaki's message is a wake-up call to stop being a slave to a system designed to keep you compliant. It's a call to build your own column of assets, to make your money your employee, and to finally step off the treadmill for good. Now, ask yourself this one question. If you stopped working today, how long would you survive? A month? 6 months? A year? If the answer scares you, then you know exactly what you need to change. The game isn't about working harder. It's about building a portfolio that works so hard for you that you never have to. Take control or someone else always will. It's your move.